Kia ora tātou. Hey, it's good to be reading these fabulous life cycle stories with you. I'm going to read you one now. It's all about a plant. And this is Seed to Sunflower. And it is again written and put together by Camilla de Bedouyer, and it is another Kiwi Do publication. Wow, let's read out about our sunflowers. Oh, do you remember our contents page? It tells us what we're going to find in our book. If it's a non-fiction book, you'll normally find that there is a contents page. And over here it says to us, words in bold are explained in the glossary. And we'll find that when we get to the end of the book. So if you're not sure about a word, look for it. If it's in bold, you might find it at the back of the book. Alright, let's start. What is a sunflower? A sunflower is a type of plant. Most plants have roots, stems and leaves. Plants grow all over the world except in the coldest and driest places. Most sunflowers have golden yellow petals. And if we find there in our information box, it says petal, and it's pointing to a petal. Stems grow up towards the light. They have leaves and flowers. Roots hold the plant in the soil and they soak up water. Plants need air, sunlight and water to grow. So our information boxes, this one says roots and it's pointing to the roots in the soil. This is the stem and the leaf and the flower. The story of a sunflower. Sunflowers grow in gardens and parks. Farmers also plant them in fields so they can sell the seeds. The seed is no bigger than your fingernail, but each seed can grow into a tall sunflower. The story of how a seed grows into a plant is called a life cycle. And there are information boxes pointing to a seed. A sunflower has 3 stages in its life cycle. A seed, it becomes a shoot, and then it becomes a flower. Inside a seed. A seed holds the beginnings of a new plant. It also contains food for the plant when it starts to grow. A sunflower seed has a hard shell. It may be black or black with cream stripes. Seeds grow in the middle of the flower head. If you open a sunflower seed, you can see the store of food inside it. This giant redwood is the largest tree in the world. It is 115 metres tall, but its seeds are tiny. Each seed is only a few millimetres long. A redwood tree makes cones. Each cone holds many seeds. Wow, that's a big tree. The first shoot. When a sunflower seed is planted in soil and watered, it may begin to grow. This is called germination. The seed's outer shell softens and splits open. A tiny root grows from the seed down into the soil. So the seeds are planted. A shoot pushes through the soil and the shoot grows bigger. The outer shell of the seed falls off. A few days later, a shoot begins to grow. The young plant is called a seedling. And 2 small leaves open. sprouting and growing. Once the seedling has leaves, it makes its own food. The leaves use sunlight to make food from air and water. The green leaves turn to face the sun. They collect as much sunlight as possible. Each leaf has tiny holes which let air into the leaf. All plants need water to make their own food to grow. There is our plant with its lovely roots digging deeper into the soil. The seedling's roots soak up water from the soil. The seedling grows bigger every day. As it grows, new leaves appear. A sunflower grows fastest in the first few weeks. Wow, and you can see all the new leaves coming out. That's pretty amazing. The flower opens. In summertime, a green flower bud forms. The bud opens up into a big yellow sunflower. The flower has a flat centre, and the centre holds the male and female parts of the flower. They are needed to make more seeds. First, the green leaves open and then the petals. So 1, 2, 3. The male parts are called stamens and the female parts are called carpels. So the stamens are these on the outside and the carpels are on the inside. Yellow petals surround the flat centre of the flower head. They're rather beautiful, aren't they? Can you see a pattern in there? Butterflies and bees. Bees, butterflies and other insects are attracted to flowers. They see the bright petals and smell their sweet nectar. Nectar is full of sugar. It is food for butterflies. Butterflies are getting the nectar from the centre part of the flower. Stamens are covered in yellow powder called pollen. As insects sip the nectar, they are coated in pollen. Insects carry pollen from one plant to the carpels of another plant. Pollen sticks to the stiff hairs on a bee's legs. Oh, that's covered in pollen. There it is. New seeds grow. Grains of pollen grow down into the carpels. They join with eggs inside the flower head. This is called fertilisation. When the eggs have been fertilised, they become new seeds. The rest of the flower is no longer needed, so the petals fall off. Each sunflower head holds hundreds of seeds, and they're all those seeds there. By the end of the summer, the plant looks old and tired, but it is still alive. It is growing lots of healthy seeds. The seeds swell and turn black. The seeds are collected and used to make food for people and for pets. And there are the tiny seeds coming out of the sunflower. Spreading the seeds. Seeds are ripe and full of food. They fall to the ground or are eaten by birds. Squirrels and mice also eat sunflower seeds. They climb up the stems to reach the seeds or collect them from the ground. They may drop the seeds or bury them. Birds crack open the seeds with their beak. Squirrels hide seeds in the ground. They may come back and eat them later. When spring comes, the seeds that are in good soil begin to germinate. They will grow into new plants and the whole life cycle will begin again. Wow, that's pretty cool, isn't it? And here we are again at our glossary and our index. Don't forget, if you need to find a word and you don't know what it's about, then you can find it on the glossary. And if you want to find more information about something, you can look it up in the index. Wow, I've loved reading this story. I've learned a whole lot of new information. I hope you have too. Until next time, ka kite.